The first task of this lab is to connect to a data source. So basically connect your Canvas app to a data source. On the left navigation pane, you see here, these are data sources which are connected to your Canvas app. If I click here, it clearly says it's blank, right? That's where we will look for a connector. Now, in my prerequisite video, I've told you about Onedrive Connection, which we are going to use today. So if you have not watched it, go back to prerequisite video and it's at 450. You need to watch it. I will look for Onedrive for Business. That's what we created the trial for, and connect it. You can connect it to any data source you want. You can even import data from a static Excel. If you don't want to update back to it, that's when you can use it. That's where, if you want to just play around with it and not want to update it like I'm going to do, you can just use my Excel, which I've provided in the prerequisite sample data for Canvas app. You can just say import from Excel, and if I click that, it will ask me to pick up that file, right? Which I don't want in this case. So we'll go back and look for connectors. You can see there's so many connectors available, but for this training session, we will only use Onedrive for Business. So I'll search it here and I'll click on Onedrive for Business. I'll then click on my account and it's asking me to choose an Excel file. It picked up one of my folder, which I've asked you to create as well. Now I've got Power App sample data. I'll just click there. I've got two tables in my Excel, service request and technicians. I will select both and connect to it. And once done, you will see it under here on left navigation. If you click on data sources in your app, there are two sources, right? These are two tables in my Excel, and that Excel is in my Onedrive for Business, correct? So a connection has been created. Next up is, so I'll go back to the tree view. Next up is to add and arrange service request gallery. So let's look at how we can add a gallery to Canvas app. Gallery is basically a list of records. It can be with or without images, right? So all we have to do is click on under home or insert, new screen. What we want is a list. It's clear. We want a list, right? Now we can click here and add it, or we can do a blank screen. So let's do a blank screen so that I can show you the second way of adding a gallery. So I'll do a blank screen. And then here I can go to insert, and you see there is a gallery as well, right? So I click on gallery and I can just say blank vertical, correct? So I'll say blank vertical. Now before we move ahead, what we're going to do is move the success screen down, because we have now got a gallery here. So we will say rename it to SR list screen, which is service request list screen. Okay, we will rename the gallery to SR gallery. That's it. Now when we are on the screen, you can clearly see that the gallery is asking you for your data source, that what do you want, like this list should be consisting of what records or what list, right? So I'll select service request here, and as and when I select it, you can see item service request. But because we have selected a blank gallery as well, and that was for a purpose so that I can show you more, you can see the layout is blank, right? Now I can select one of the layouts from here, right? So what I'm going to do is say title, subtitle, and body. I'll select that one. Right now we will go on the right hand pane, we'll go and edit. So in the body I actually want description, so I'll change it these are the columns in my Excel, and that's where it is coming from. In the title, I want the topic, and in the subtitle, I want, you can either pick it up as who it is assigned to, as in who's the technician, or you can select the customer. Okay, I'll select the customer. Okay. What I'm going to do is change body. No, I think it looks all right. So what we have done is we have selected 3 fields here, changed it according to us, right? Okay, now we need to expand it so we can see it throughout the screen, and a bit here. Now, as you can see, there's no background, so because we did not copy it from anywhere, so we'll quickly add a background and add a background. And send to back. Right. And we will try to reduce the size so it can fit. And probably like this. Okay. So we have added a gallery. Now, if you'll see here, we have got, this is the customer. Now, if we want to customize this, as in we not only want to look at the description, we also want who it is assigned to. So what we'll do here is and we will put a space here, and then we will say and this item dot assigned to. Sorry. Okay, it's going to be like this. Like this. If I add this here, that would be better. So this was there by default, this item dot description, space, ampersand, and then I've added a space and hyphen, then ampersand again, and then I've combined 2 fields. Now, so if I look at my gallery now, I can see the customer here as well as who it is assigned to, so the technician here. So we have added a gallery and arranged it. Now the next task is use a formula to highlight the selected item. So what we mean by that, if you select this, that should be, this row or this record should be highlighted. So what we do in this case is, let me go back to the gallery, and there should be temporary template fill. So if I go to template fill and change it to, so what we want in the formula, that if this item is selected, we want the, we want the color to be light gray, let's say. You see that? So what all we are saying, so this is so simple, the formula bar, that you put in something. So obviously we are saying if, because there's a condition, if I select this, then selected should be light gray. Now you can change this to blue, you can change this to green, right? So it's up to you what you want. I will go with, let's see, what's this one? I think gray was better, so let's do that. So basically you have to select your gallery, so click here, go to its properties and template fill, and that's where you apply this formula. The next task in this is use formula to open details of the selected item. So now we have seen that this can be selected, right? We need to check out the details. We will only look at the view details and not update details. So let's add a new screen. New screen from insert or from home, up to you. I will add a form here, right? And I will move success screen down. I will rename it to view SR screen. I will change the form name to view SR. Now here you will see on the right hand pane it says the default mode is edit. We don't want that. We only want view mode because we are only checking the details. Now the data source for this is going to be service request, correct? Now the item here would be, because what we're doing here, you look at this gallery, this is the gallery, SR gallery. So whatever we select here should be visible here for details, right? And that's why when I select here and I say item, I will say SR gallery dot selected, right? So once I do that, I will click here to add all the fields that are required to be viewed. So I will try and add all of them. And add. I will also show you how to rearrange them on your form. I'll say collapse all. The first thing I want at the top is topic. So you do it like this. And then I want who's the customer. Then I want their address. Then resolved on should be at the end. Description be here, and who's it assigned to, then everything looks fine. But what I can see here is images and result on. So let's remove result on. We'll remove from here. Images there. Let me just remove created on as well. And then it's fine. So as of now there's no image, and that's why you see it as blank. So that's all we have done. We can rearrange by drag and drop here, or we can do it here. Now we'll quickly rename this, the text here. This would be, I will say service, maybe just say topic here. So I'll say this gallery. I'll say gallery selected. Dot. We want the topic. We want the topic as text here, right? So that's done. Now the actual task was to add a formula to be able to open this. So what we've done is if I go back to view SR form, data source is service request, and if I look at item, this is the formula. Now if I go back to my gallery and you check out the formula here, it says select parent. I have said select parent, but I'm not navigating to the next screen, and I want to navigate to view SR screen and close it. Now if we test it quickly, here you see the details. Now let me go back to it. We need to apply some more formulas, so let's first apply the formulas. So if I click here, it should take me back to the gallery. So I'll say navigate to SR list screen. That's it. We will leave this one here. The next task is to add a button to create a service request. So if you remember, on the main screen we added a button called new service request. But in order for this to function, we need to have another screen. So let me just minimize it. We will have another screen called new service request. So we will go again here and say a form, and on form we will select service request, and this is going to be a new form. right? Now again we have to select the fields, so whatever is required. The first thing we need is topic, we need description, we need who is the customer, we need their address, and we also need images, because we'll upload the pictures from here. And we say add, and we will say collapse all, and then I think everything is in order here, so that's all good. So we have done that, and this button would say submit form, right? So we will change the name here, new SR, and the screen becomes new SR screen. Right, so that's done. We go back to main screen and we say new service request. Now on select of this, we will go to the new service request form, so we will say navigate, new SR screen, that's it, and set this formula. Same with list of service requests, because now we have created SR list screen, so we can say navigate to SR list screen and close it. So that's how quick you can add a button to create a service request. Now let's quickly test it before we move on to next task. So what we're going to do is go here and we'll say list of service requests. Now the major thing missing here is you cannot go anywhere from this screen. If you're here, you're stuck you'll have to open a service request. So if I click here, I can see this. If I click cross, I'll go back here. That's what we said there, right? So we will quickly fix this, and how we'll fix it is we'll insert an icon here. That would be home. So we add home here, and if somebody clicks on it, we want them to go to main screen, so navigate to main screen. And also we want people to be able to create a new item from here, so we will say add a new service request. So this is no different than the main screen new service request button, so we have to do the same thing here. Just go here and we'll say navigate to new SR screen, and that's it. There's one more thing now we have to utilize, which is success screen goes down, and on the new screen, when somebody submits it, we will navigate them to success screen, right? And that's it. The last task of this lab is to add a button within the gallery. These two buttons are not within the gallery, they are on the screen. If you are wondering where is the gallery, you need to click here and you see it highlighted or selected already, right? That's where the gallery is. You can see this arrow, so we don't add it multiple times, you just have to add it once. And how you do it is click on this button here which says edit gallery, and if I click there and then I go to icons, and let's say I just am adding this check just for this training purpose, I can resize it, right? And then I will apply a formula here, which would be select parent and navigate to view SR screen, right? So now if you want to test it and I click here, it will take you there, right? So that's how you add a button within a gallery. That's all for this lab. Thank you.